Okay, let's start working with this topography. This is the spot for topography. It's already file. Well, this is the original file, and first we have to do a couple of things. We have to select this rectangle here, and we have to delete it. And probably because this topography is made in Revit in a previous version of Revit, I don't know if it's Revit 23 or 22, and there's some things that are not working in the 24 version. And let's select this, but don't select the topography. You only have to select this path, and then we get rid of it. Okay. And now we have to turn this into a topo solid. You see that when we select the topography, we can generate topo solid. So we do that, and you see that now the topo solid, it's solid. The topography itself. Now we have two things here. We have the topography. If we select this in filter, we have topography and toposolid. Apply. Well, the topography is, we used to work in Revit 23 with topography, but now it doesn't, we don't have the option to do that. We can import a topography, but we can't change the topography with Revit 24. So we get rid of it once we have created the toposolid. So that's the first thing we can do. Second, how do we deal with this? It's important that we get to know where the levels are, okay? So here we have level 1 and level 2, it's 10 feet away. We are going to create different buildings at different levels, and then we have to connect it through ramps. So the lowest level can be level 10, but I'm going to copy this level up to level 20, example. Yeah, so I think level 20, it's at the top of the topography, and level 10 would be at the bottom of the topography. I'm going to, oh, it's 30, it's too much. I'm going to do it level 25. Okay, so now we have like 15 feet from this level to that level. Well, this is, I'm going to show you how to, because now this, you see the topography is here and the levels are there, so it's better than the size of the levels is, it fits the size of the topography. So how can we do that? We have to go to level 1, okay? And on level 1, in view, we have to create a scope box, this one, scope box. And okay, so make sure that all these elevation marks are within the scope box. If we can move the elevation marks, and we can move or we can make the scope box smaller. And then on the 3D view, here we have the scope box. Make it taller like this. And now we can select all the levels, 1, 2, and 3. And then we can select scope box 1. And now the levels are matching the scope box. If we make the scope box bigger or smaller, you see that the levels may change. Why do we need to get levels? Because we want to create, if we want to import a building, we need a flat area. So we can place a building on slope. So we have to flatten the soil and to, yeah, make something flat to create the foundations and all that stuff. Okay, so how can we do that here? First, we have to select the level. So that's why first we have to create the level. So the first level or the first platform gonna be here, and that's level 25. Okay, and then we can go to this top view. We can go to modify, not modify the topo solid. No, don't do that. what we have to do is to go to architecture, component, model in place, okay? And we have to work with the same category, top solid. And now with this, we have to create a void form. Okay, so by extrusion, we can create a void form. We can set the work plane at the level 3. And now I can create a building path like this. If you do this, that's on level 3, you get to level 25. And now all we need is to make sure that we extend the this flat area above the topos itself, and then we finish. We cancel. Okay. So what we have to do is to cut. Sometimes we have to do this cut first the topos then the void, and then finish. Okay. So now here we have a flat area, and we can always edit this flat area. Okay, by doing this edit in place, we can edit the extrusion, and we can make it shorter, longer, or whatever. So let's do this. We can always edit that shape. And now we have the tricky part, which we have to import the barn here. Barn. And now yeah, we have to copy and then paste it in this view. Um, it's always, we have to work with the same view. Okay, so if we have the 3D front view here, I'm going to select all these. I'm not going to select the levels because I don't want to copy the levels. And I'm going to press Control C, that's copy. And then I go to the 3D view, the front view, and I would press Control V, and this is paste. And do this, and there you go. This is the barn. Now, this always happens with Revit. We have to try to make this as accurate as possible, like this. And now we have the barn here. And it would be great if we could move it. It's not easy moving it. Okay, so you see that we can move it, but not we can move it there in the events and planes and cancel. Okay. So this is always to move it. I have to remove the constraints and I have to press this join, and now and only now I can move it, and I can move it to the right level. Okay, so I'm going to place it here because I want to make sure that the floor is in the right level, and then I can keep moving it in this direction. Like this. And yeah, so I can keep moving the element. Going to move it here so that I it doesn't bother me. And if I can rotate this, okay, and then I can move it here. There you go. So now it's in the right place. Something weird might happen like this, for example. I don't know what this is. Some repeated elements. I don't know why. But if we use the hidden line or the realistic view, okay, that works. Um, some of the textures might not be in this file, so probably you will have to create the textures again. Um, but that's the only way you know to import a file from, for example, a 3D building from one file to another. And it's not easy. So try. The most important thing is to create the level, and then on the level create that flat area, and then we can place the barn, the geometry on this flat area. And then the rest of the exercise is we have to insert another barn here on this level, and then we have to connect this level and that level using ramps, stairs, and different landscape elements. But that's the that will be explained in next video.